II has been seated between the President's dad and the distinguished Toastmaster, rubbing elbows with the elite. He's about to entertain us and poke some fun at a certain few. His talk is entitled Standards. Please welcome our Vice President of Education, Toastmaster Carmelo Belardo III.
If any of you haven't noticed yet, I've kind of grown fond of the bow tie. I believe it separates me from the pack. I stand out in a crowd of you ordinary necktie wearers. Forget about you guys that don't wear ties. I get many compliments, sometimes from some rather attractive women. I also get the funny stuff too. Recently I went to my daughter's school after Toastmasters, and some of the other parents were just having a ball, calling me Urkel, a long-lost son of Orville Redenbacher. This one guy was laughing so hard he was keeled over, tearing. I'm really glad that I can make people laugh, even without speaking sometimes. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. How many people in this room would rather come here on Friday morning dressed a little bit more casually? The tie, the jacket, the makeup, the this, the that. It would give Kyle Jensen at least an extra hour of sleep if he didn't have to do his hair. Casual should be the name of the game, no?
No.
No. No. Yes.
Well, I'm here to make a stand. Take it off! That should be the title of my talk today. I think we should do away with this professional dress standard.
Woo! Take it off!
Dress a little bit more presidential. Presidential. This is what President Obama feels it appropriate to do lately. He goes around the country with his sleeves rolled up and his shirt unbuttoned, yelling about this and yelling about that. It's almost as if he's worried that something big is about to happen in a few weeks. But this is not a political talk. I'm not here to poke fun at President Obama, even though some say he's a cross between Urkel and Alfred E. Newman. Or that some say he looks like he's way out of his league. Or that by the way he speaks without his teleprompter, he'd be the perfect candidate for a sophisticated club like Winter Park Toastmasters, right? Right? Come on, people, let's hype it up a little bit. Now, let's face it. As easy as it is to poke fun at our current president, don't worry, Andy, I'm not talking about you. Our last president was even easier to poke fun at.
Yeah.
Where's Carson? I mean, President Bush still can't say the word nuclear. That's the way he said it. But let's stop and think for a moment. Standards. There is a standard, a benchmark, if you will. A subconscious picture of what a president of the United States is. In my mind, a standard is meant to be upheld. When I get up to go to Toastmasters, I have a choice. We all have a choice of how we want to present ourselves to the rest of the world. I happen to like getting dressed up. It's probably because for about 5 years, all I wore were shorts and polo shirts. Appropriate attire for for climbing up on roofs. When I make a decision to get dressed for Toastmasters, I want to look as good as I can. I look at people like Carl Ryder. Stand up, Carl.
I'll help him.
Give him a hand, folks. You're distinguished Toastmaster. That's a standard upheld. That's something I want to be a part of. If you look at past presidents, Carson Schaefer excluded, you see a standard. Whether it be a speech, a campaign stop, a press conference, they looked the part. There were men who were presidents who never even entered the Oval Office without their tie and jacket on. There was no bowing to anyone. The standard. Fellow Toastmasters, I've heard many descriptions of our club given by many people. And they talk of the stature that is Winter Park Toastmasters. They speak about how the level of people in our club is such that people can be intimidated. And some people come here and don't stay very long, for whatever the reason. Maybe the standard's too high. No. I don't think so. You don't stay in business as a club for 47 years unless you're doing something right. Now, fellow Toastmasters, I've challenged you before, and I'm challenging you again, as Toastmasters and as Americans. Live up to the standard. Hold the standard in high regard. And don't cut yourself, this club, or this country short. Don't cut yourself, this club, or this country short. Madam Toastmaster.